If you're looking for an American car company that's doing some really interesting things these days, then look no further than what's behind me. That is the Lincoln Aviator. It's a 3-row mid-size SUV, the first for the luxury brand, and it glides into Lincoln's lineup between the larger Navigator and the smaller 2-row mid-size Nautilus. Two powertrain options propel the Aviator. The first is Lincoln's twin-turbo 3-liter V6 gas engine. That power feels solid, and it should, because this is the most powerful mid-size SUV engine that's out there right now. It's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, which delivers that power quite efficiently. Although every once in a while, I am kind of wanting for a slightly punchier downshift. But if that is the case, you can use these paddle shifters here. Now, this is a good thing because the engine is going to be working pretty hard to move every ounce of the Aviator's 4,600 pounds. The second option is a plug-in hybrid version that adds a 75 kilowatt motor to that twin-turbo V6. Adds any extra oomph one is left wanting for in the standard gas engine. Power feels plentiful, either off the line or when needing a surge, even at speed. The plug-in hybrid's electric motor makes a difference in power numbers. But that V6 is still going to be working hard, especially up hills. This is one of the largest vehicles in its segment. The Aviator is both longer and wider than competitors' Audi Q7 and the Volvo XC90. But the hybrid Aviator doesn't feel it. With its low-end torque, the plug-in hybrid option affords a distinct roadworthy advantage, even though it weighs about 900 pounds more than the gas-powered version. Note that the hybrid powertrain becomes available in the Grand Touring trim with a base price of $68,800. Starting price on the gas-powered Aviator is a more conservative $51,100. The Aviator employs drive modes for different conditions, including normal, excite for a more spirited drive experience, slippery for wet road conditions, and deep conditions when the driver experiences such things as sand or mud, if they indeed ever experience them. This is an all-wheel drive version that I'm testing, and the system is a good one. It offers nice control and good grip around corners, and it allows a very large 3-row midsize SUV to do its best impression of a smaller and nimbler one. PHEV Aviator models get 2 additional modes: Preserve EV, which recharges and saves battery life for another time, as well as Pure EV mode that offers a pure electric driving experience. However, if driving conditions, such as driving uphill or at higher speeds, require more power, the driver is prompted to engage the engine to help extend that electric charge. Even with its weight, EPA estimates for the Aviator aren't off-putting for either engine option. Bolstered by an available adaptive suspension that monitors the vehicle's motion, steering, acceleration, and braking, among other things. It also comes with an optional system that seeks out potholes in the road, using the forward-facing camera and then adjusting the suspension accordingly. The Aviator's drive quality maintains a comfortable and floaty character. There's an available air suspension on the Aviator, and this is actually pretty cool. When you approach the car, it will lower the ride height so that you can get in easier or load cargo more easily. When you're ready to start driving, it raises the car back up again. It actually does this in deep conditions mode as well, so you have a little bit more ground clearance. The steering is actually quite precise, although it does feel a little bit dead on center, and there's not a whole lot of feedback here. I will say, in excite mode, we didn't feel that much more excitement. There's a little bit of zazz in the throttle, but I'm guessing that most customers who are in the market for a Lincoln Aviator are looking for more excitement on the inside of the cabin. The interior space of the Aviator can be described as an airy oasis, with surfaces slathered in luxe materials including Alcantara suede, leather, wood grain, piano black, and brushed aluminum. The shifting mechanism is right here, and actually the positioning is a little bit weird for me. I keep forgetting where it is, but I'm sure an owner over time would remember that, obviously, no problem. But a couple of other things that I'm not really crazy about. When your hands are in the correct driving position, there's a button right here that turns on the voice activation system. I can imagine that accidentally being hit quite a bit. And the doors open with a push button mechanism right here, which again some getting used to, but the main concern is what happens if that breaks. There is an emergency lever on this door, the driver's side, but it doesn't exist anywhere else. So I guess you just hope it doesn't break. Included in all this plush is a 10.1-inch touchscreen with excellent physical button ratio for stuff like climate control and drive modes. Ambient interior lighting, a Wi-Fi hotspot capability, rain-sensing wipers, power folding third-row seats, those are all standard. Wait a second, this is good. That little chime was recorded by the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. That's fancy. Optional interior goodies include tri- or quad-zone climate control, a 5.8-inch touchscreen in the second row for passengers to control temperature and audio volume, as well as heated and ventilated seats when thusly equipped. There's also wireless charging, a panoramic sunroof, second-row captain's chairs, as well as an upgraded 14-speaker Revell audio system and 2 smart charging USB ports, both types A and C, are also available. It's also got a feature called Phone as a Key, which is exactly what it sounds like. You can lock and unlock your car as well as start the engine with nary a key fob in sight. If music is your jam, then the Aviator offers an optional 28-speaker Revell audio system. That's one of them right up there. Now this thing is as good as any professional recording studio. Add to that the whisper quiet cabin, which is such thanks to a ton of extra dampening materials, including in the tires. And I don't know, maybe after you drop your kids off, you could record a Boss album. Seats in the Aviator are highly adjustable and pretty comfortable, even for our tall drink of water 6'3" James. Now, he's still kind of messing around with his ideal position, but even when he's pretty far back, I still have good leg room here in the second row. The third row, however, is a little bit of a different story. Now, I wouldn't put any of my adult friends back here for too long, unless, of course, I didn't want them to go anywhere with me. But in a pinch, I think it will be just fine. As for cargo space, there's a lot of it with some really creative situations underneath the load floor. So there's also room for an actual spare tire. Lincoln's standard safety features in their Co-Pilot 360 package include pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection, forward collision warning and dynamic brake support, as well as lane keeping assist, lane keep alerts, and driver alerts. Additional available driver assists in the Co-Pilot 360 Plus package include a 360-degree camera, evasive steering assist, and an active parking assist, as well as adaptive cruise control with lane centering and a stop-and-go function. This system on the Aviator is a good one. Automatic braking isn't harsh or shocking, but the lane keeping function feels a bit aggressive, especially around turns. Remember, always keep your hands on the wheel and eyes on the road. I love how Lincoln does their special edition black label interiors. There are 3 to choose from for the Aviator. There's Flight, which is inspired by vintage luggage and aviation. There's Destination, which is an interior that's slathered in dark cherry and mahogany tones. It kind of makes you feel like you're in a 1940s smoking lounge. And this is Chalet, which is, as you can see, sort of après-ski inspired with the ivory and the wood. All of these interiors are slathered in luxury and elegance, and they should be, because they have a starting price of about $78,000. The exterior design language is classy and understated. The Aviator doesn't have a lot of excessive character lines or overwrought details in the sheet metal to convey some kind of perceived power. Its stance on its standard 19-inch wheels has presence without being overly showy or flashy. Of course, it's got 21 or 22-inch wheel options if more showy is your thing. With world-class interiors, innovative tech and safety features, and 2 solid powertrains, the Lincoln Aviator's first flight into the luxury 3-row midsize segment takes an elegant turn.